If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Lease the all-new Stelvio for just $377 per month at Alfa Romeo of Portland.
Hi everybody, and greetings from Portland. This week we are taking a moment to reflect back on 2018 and to say thank you as we are officially halfway through our third season. MaineLife wouldn't be made possible without our loyal viewers, News Center Maine of course, and our generous sponsors. So stay tuned for some of our best moments in 2018 thus far. Hi everybody, welcome to Rangeley. We are here in a cozy cabin in downtown Yarmouth, which seems to be absolutely booming right now.
Would you like to taste something?
Yes. Really?
Very challenging in a lot of ways. It was much more kind of catered to developing a higher end skier.
Live and Work in Maine is our presenting sponsor, and while we have a lot in common with those guys, our main connection is that we all love Maine. They have introduced us to so many professionals in a variety of industries all across the state. Here's a look at why they choose to live and work in Maine every day.
I grew up in Maine and I went away to college, and I think growing up I always wanted to get away from the small town feel of Maine. But once I did get away, I realized that there are so many opportunities in Maine, and I was anxious to get back to that.
Everybody that's come to visit us who was worried about us moving to Maine now gets it. They know why we're here and they love to come and visit us.
I'm really passionate about my family and I'm really passionate about work, and I feel like I get the best of both worlds here.
First of all, just the people are great. I love my team, love the folks I work with.
I'm home when I'm in Maine. I lived in Boston for 6 years. I lived in Charleston, South Carolina for a year. And the whole time it was really, how do I get back to Maine?
Hi, my name is Pam Shea, and you can find your Maine job at liveandworkinmaine.com.
It's big.
So you need to make sure I don't adopt a puppy today.
Oh my God.
Okay? Can't adopt a puppy.
Why?
I probably will want to.
I think you should have one.
I should have one. Come here.
Oh,
oh, he's got.
Hi. Oh my God, my heart. Oh my God.
No, bud.
An echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound, and I press and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
Hi. Ready to play with some puppies?
Yeah, it's emotional, but yeah, it was good. Yeah, you want to go downstairs?
Do I?
Let's do it. You're so excited.
We just got back from Puerto Rico. We went down there to meet with a rescue group we work with called Al Sado Rescue. And the goal for us was really to learn what they do every day to save animals on the island, because there really is an overpopulation epidemic. And as a partner to Al Sado Rescue, we welcome dogs every week from them while we can. And this was just an opportunity for us to understand the journey they take and how they're saving lives each and every day.
Oh my God.
We can unleash him.
Bud? He's okay with his leg?
So, you know, what frequently happens in Puerto Rico is because they run free on the streets, they often get hit by cars. Oh. And for rescuers and vet clinics down there, it's much less expensive to amputate than to have orthopedic surgery. So, welcome to Maine.
Well, all dogs are puppies, right?
Yes.
That's allowed? You can call it a puppy?
So yeah, they flew with us back yesterday from Puerto Rico. We had 6 carry-on pups in crates under our seat, and then 4 of them flew in the plane underneath. And that's typically how they arrive to us on a weekly basis, as they fly.
Now he's really well-mannered. Is that typical for?
It is. So the thing about Satos is they're used to lots of people, lots of tourists, lots of rescuers. You know, they're fed regularly by community members. So they're really social and typically have really great temperaments. Yeah. They were usually adopted fairly quickly because they're such great dogs.
You are gonna have an easy time.
Down in Puerto Rico, Sato is a slang term for street dog on the island. So the rescue group we work with is all Sato Rescue. And Sato really is a mixed breed. You can see, this is kind of probably a chow mix, but we see dachshund mixes, husky mixes. It really is a full mix of size and breed. I think the other important thing is most of these guys were owned at some point. So they were abandoned, especially after the hurricanes and people moved off the island. They just abandoned their companion pets on the streets, in their home. So we're here to give them a family that cares about them and loves them in the way that they deserve to be loved.
I was a chef before I was a brewer myself, and I worked at like the Harris Seacott Inn in Freeport and the Dogfish Bar and Grill. So I have a little bit of, you know, all of that as well, but I'm much happier in the brewery than the kitchen. So would you like,
what's on tap?
Would you like to taste something? Okay.
Yes, please.
So I know that Mallory wants to try the triple stack.
I do want to try triple stack.
And even though it is 9.7%, so it's
yeah, I know.
it's on the higher end of things. It's very light-bodied. It's 100% Maine-grown grains and Maine-malted.
Cheers to not waking up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, cheers.
Entrepreneurship.
We like organic growth around here. I do have some tanks coming in, some bigger tanks, thanks to Norway Savings Bank. But I would say we are reaching just about the right amount of people that we should be right now, and there's always room for growth.
You know, you're one of a lot of breweries now in Maine. I mean, it's a booming scene. What do you think about it? How's it going? Is it
awesome.
Good for the state? Is it
absolutely. And you know, the community of Maine brewers, I think, is probably the most important. You always have rivalries and obviously competition. This is a free market, but the collaboration, first of all, working with other breweries, making beers together, learning from people directly, but also the Maine Brewers Guild throwing events like Summer Session, which is huge, the Winter Session, both at Thompson's Point, and even the New England Brew Summit, which just happened last week, which is just really a way to, you know, go to a quality control seminar or go to a marketing seminar or brewery finance or insurance and really just beef up your knowledge of the back end workings and even the front end, you know, sales and how to train your servers. And there's a thriving network of businesses that I would say the brewers are not the only ones benefiting from Maine beer.
So are the patrons.
Right. Well, I would hope that people like our beer. We try to, you know, and I think that's another thing about having a tight market is that everybody has to be on their game. Everybody has to bring their best to the table and have very high standards. It keeps people honest, I think.
Well, it tastes good, my friend. And those are addicting.
Yeah, right? Yes. I could eat fried potatoes all day long.
And it changes.
And
every single one is good.
Either za'atar or like gumbo spice.
Over the past 25 years, MEMIC has given back so much to Maine businesses and communities, and to celebrate their 25th anniversary, they gave their employees money to donate to a nonprofit of their choice. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Alexis Weston, and I am in the loss control department as a safety consultant with MEMIC, and this year, for their 25th anniversary, I donated to the Southern Maine chapter of Heroes on the Water.
I'm Ashley Hurley. I'm in the claims department as a claims specialist. And for MEMIC's 25th anniversary, I donated to the Animal Refuge League in Portland.
My name is Shayna Pike. I work in the compliance department here at MEMIC. My title is Statutory Filing Supervisor, and this year I donated to Make-A-Wish.
I'm Steve Andriadis. I'm an underwriting analyst, and I donated to United Way, Greater Portland.
My name's Benson Pasquarello. I work here in the premium audit department as an audit reviewer, and I donated to the Travis Mills Foundation.
My name is Robin Chasen. I'm the team leader of the mailroom. I donated to the United Way because they do so many great things all over the state.
Hi, I'm Troy Fish. I'm a policy issuance coordinator. I donated, excuse me. I donated to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a communications specialist at MEMIC. I donated to Adoptive and Foster Families of Maine because they provide really crucial support to families who are taking in a child.
The happy 25th anniversary, MEMIC.
Happy 25th anniversary, MEMIC.
Happy 25th anniversary, MEMIC.
Happy 25th anniversary, MEMIC.
So cozy. Hi everybody, welcome to Rangeley. We are here in a cozy cabin at the Bald Mountain Camps and Resorts. Tyler, one of the owner's son I should say, Steve, give a shout out to Steve, has set up an awesome day for us. Yes, Mark, show everybody around. My friend and co-host James unfortunately can't be with us today because he is just hiking Kilimanjaro. But we are so excited to be here. I've actually never been to Rangeley before, so stick with us. We are going to show you around the property, and then I guess we're going to a really cool place for lunch, and then some drinks back at the bar later to meet some locals.
How are you? I'm Steve.
Hi, Erin.
We've met before, I think.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
Here.
You sure?
Because have you ever driven one? A couple times here and there?
No, actually, I think I was always a passenger.
Got it. So, you've got on this one, the kill switch is right here, so if anything you get in trouble, just hit it right down. It's gonna kill the engine, okay? We can go out and do a couple little loops on the lake to get comfortable with it. That way you're not near anything.
Where's the brake?
Where's the brake?
Oh.
Right there.
Got it.
How'd I do?
You good?
Yeah, so when you turn, it takes a while to turn?
Yeah, you can pretty much see the radius of it.
Pretty. How do I do this part?
So, we started right here. Moose Lake Mechanic Lake, Bald Mountain Camp.
Oh, look at there.
Yeah. So what we did is we traveled right along the lake here, and we got up on the trail.
Oh, wow.
And we did 84 north, all the way up, and then we shot across the lake right here, and that's where we're at, that little black dot on Bozebuck Mountain Camp right now.
We got some good mileage.
Yeah, we did. That's a big, 84 is one of the most heavily used trails in the state.
All right, tell us where we are.
So we're at Bozebuck Mountain Camps on Aziscahos Lake.
Say that for 2 times.
I can say it. I can say it real. I have to explain it to a lot of people.
Say it again, though.
Aziscahos, not Azakuzahus, like it looks.
What?
It says right there, right? Right there.
And what lake is your property on?
Mooselook, Maguntic Lake. Mooselook, Maguntic Lake.
Do you see a lot of moose?
Yeah. Like on the lake when we were coming in, there's a bunch of coyote tracks on the lake that we went by.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they friendly?
Not at all.
So is this a hot spot?
This place right here, this is, Boasbuck is special. It's a destination riding place because we're so far out. People are gonna do what we like to do. A lot of my customers, they'll come out here in the morning, hit lunch, ride around out here, fill up full of gas, ride back, change, get ready, come out to dinner, or hit us on the way back, have an early dinner, go home, and go out in town and whatnot. So this is, everybody knows about Boasbuck. Everybody likes to ride up here. It's a nice little destination spot.
I'm so excited to work the magic on those rows. It's pretty new to Maine, but it's been around for over 2 decades around the world.
Microblading is a form of tattooing that's done in the upper region of the skin, and it's all done manually, meaning it's done by hand. So every single hair stroke is drawn to mimic real eyebrow hair. It's super hot right now because it's super natural looking when it heals, so it doesn't look solid or fake when it heals, which is nice. We've had clients who have undergone chemotherapy, so oncology patients, alopecia, trichotillomania, blonde clients with super non-existent brows or super light brows. We've worked with perfect brows that want just a little bit more shaping. So we see clients from A to Z, 18 to 80. I mean, it's all around. I love to see people's reaction to their new look. The eyebrows really help frame your face and take a solid 10, 15 years off the look. It's incredible. But that's the tool.
Oh, wow.
So there's 18 tiny little micro needles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what creates those tiny little hair strokes.
So you said you have an artistic background?
Mm-hmm. I could draw before I could walk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All right, no peeking until we're done, okay?
Are you doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was a little nervous because I could feel the plucking, but I can't feel a thing. Do people get really excited when they leave?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, that's so bad.
Do you like your new brows?
Is this the good part? The thought of not putting makeup on my eyebrows too every day and oh wow. Oh. That's so fun.
Okay, so
okay, yeah.
much of this?
Just a little bit. No shine.
No shine.
I'll be posting on Instagram here. This year on MaineLife, we've had the opportunity to explore central Maine, from the beautiful lakes to trails to the thriving downtowns, all thanks to Kennebec Savings Bank and Andrew Silsby. So is this rare to have this view on a lake?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's probably the only active lake lighthouse that there is in the state of Maine. In fact, one of the few in the country.
So why here?
It goes back to the 1800s. And the fact that this lake is very, very difficult to navigate. Early on, people found that the shoals, the rock ledges that are out in this area are really difficult. And it was decided by a man by the name of Daniel Robinson and others on the lake back in those days, in the turn of the century into 1900, that let's build a lighthouse out here. And so they started construction of the lighthouse. In 1908 it was completed, turned over to the yacht club, which had begun in 1904.
So tell me about this yacht club, those expensive dues.
Yeah, $25 a year per family.
And you're a member.
I am a member.
Right. You're not yet?
No. we can fix that, Aaron.
Sign me up.
By the end of the day.
So how many performances a year do you put on?
Oh my goodness. Well,
Or your busy season?
Our busy season, we do roughly 60 performances. Like I said, in rotating rep, all shows building at the same time, rehearsing at the same time, and then every week from this week on through the end of July, we will tech and open another show on the weekend. And then once, it's like the magician's trick where you have the plates spinning and you have to keep them going. So that's basically what we do. Once a show opens, it just stays in the rep.
It has been great. Yeah, we had a couple stale years there, but now Waterville it's growing quite fast, actually.
It's kind of a classic Maine town, city that suffered from the loss of the mills way back, and it's been climbing its way back, but it's really hit a tipping point just in the last couple of years.
Yes.
A lot of really good stuff going on here.
So tell me about the weekends at the Proper Pig.
The weekends are crazy here at the Proper Pig, yes. We've been very fortunate. There's usually a line out the door by 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we've been loving it. Yeah, it's been a big hit the last 2 years, so we hope to continue that. Yeah, and keep changing our menu back here in the park. Actually, we throw about 4 or 5 concerts a year. Right here, we rope off this whole thing.
So is this the beginning of our journey here?
Well, yes, it is. This is the beginning of the area we call Head of Falls. And it's called Head of Falls because the Kennebec River drops 18 feet at this point between Waterville and Winslow. It was the site of a real industrial area. And when urban renewal came along in the 1960s, the Wyandotte Willow Mill, and a lot of other buildings were removed from this area. So it's been vacant since then. And this is really the first time the city has seriously invested money here. So
this is the grand plan.
This is the grand
October
plan.
6th, but we'll be able to see.
Right.
Exactly what it will look like.
So how long has this been in the works?
Well, this idea was really first identified in a comprehensive planning process the city went through in 2001, but it sat on the shelf for a very, very long time. And finally, with people like Lisa's help, we finally got the idea that we could raise money to get this built.
We started to gather the momentum to envision this park to be what we really wanted it to be, which is aspirational. We want to show people how beautiful our river is now, and we want to showcase downtown. George Mitchell was born here at Head of Falls. This was his family's, that's where his parents moved to as immigrants. They worked in the mill that was here, the Wyandotte Mill. And so when you read his biography, The Negotiator, you hear the stories. First chapter is Head of Falls, the second chapter is 2 Cent Bridge. It's all about here.
When we came to Augusta, Kristen and I saw nothing but opportunity. And that's really what we've seized on. And the community, Andrew and Kennebec Savings in particular, really responded to that. The response here has just been overwhelmingly positive for us. Here we are from away, and we're coming in saying, we're gonna build new businesses, we wanna buy this house, renovate this house, and all that we've heard is go baby go.
Nice.
And I mean, we're not as crazy as we seem. We're usually actually pretty risk averse. Both Chris and I are usually pretty risk averse. But you see it, this is a beautiful downtown, and the people here, like I said, the response has been amazing. I don't think a day has gone by in either of our establishments where somebody hasn't thanked us for taking a chance on Augusta.
Cool.
And for a for-profit business, you never hear that. It's amazing. So it's a really powerful community. And so when you see that and you have the opportunity to be a part of that, how can you not do it? You'd regret it for the rest of your life if you didn't go for it. If you didn't go, baby, go. As far as on draft, my favorites are our Rosé and our Côte d'Aron, which is a really nice, dry, big, earthy one. And it's from Famille Perrin, which is a remarkable winemaker. They are millennia old. They have a biodynamic winery, but it's a good, really earthy, barny Côte d'Aron.
I might have to try one. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you, my friend. What a day this has been. Wow, I can't wait to the next adventure. Pink looks good on you.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Nice way to end the day.
It is a nice way to end the day.
How do you like it?
Awesome. And last but not least, a big thank you to Quirk Auto Group, our very first sponsor, for helping us travel all around the state to tell hundreds of Maine stories. If you'd like to be part of the MaineLife family and you'd like to learn more about advertising or sponsorship opportunities, you can email us at info@mainelifemedia.com. We'll see you next week for more adventures for the rest of Season 3.